folks. Welcome to the John and Jerry Show, where we talk about things relevant to the business of pharmacy as well as the profession of pharmacy. I'm John.
And I'm Jerry, and today our topic is something I want to have a little fun with, and that is, do you really think we're stupid? As pharmacists, we see a little bit of everything out there. We have people alter prescriptions, which, let's face it, that's a federal offense, and you can't do that. But it's amazing some of the things that people try. John, can you think of an example?
Sure. I had a questionable marking on a script one time, and long story short, the lady's prescription and a loose pen was in her purse, and it just actually added refills to it. So that was my experience one time as an intern. But I think one of the biggest ones that pharmacists get is when someone walks up and says, "Hey, don't bill my insurance." Now, what's the first thing we do?
Why?
We bill the insurance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's why are you? So that's one I still get quite a bit is, "Oh, hey, you don't bill my insurance on this." Well, I'm going to bill it to find out why you want me to not bill it.
That's right. I've had patients bring in, and gosh, this was probably one of the worst. I had a patient bring in a prescription bottle for their hydrocodone refill, and you open up the bottle, and what falls out is a piece of a straw that's about 3 inches long, just big enough to fit in the bottle. And I'm like, do you really think I'm stupid enough to think that you're using this drug the way it's supposed to be used? And so it's funny in a way, and then in a way it's not. And please don't try to alter your prescriptions, because it is something that we have to draw attention to. And if we feel that it's a bad enough case, we'll call the authorities, and that's just our job.
I've called the authorities one time, and it just hung heavy on my heart. It was something I did not want to do, but the lady was trying to get her deceased mother's prescription refilled, and a town of 1,200 people. I'm pretty sure I knew who had passed away, and I kept saying, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And so the lady came and picked it up, and the authorities were waiting for her. I felt really bad about that day, but I will say that about 2 years later, that family, and she is still my patient, and about 2 years later, after she had processed through, she came to me and thanked me for doing that, because it was step one of her recovery. So it worked out well, but I sure felt real bad about it for a long time.
No. So I guess the long story, to make the long story short here is, don't try to pull stuff over on us. We're not that stupid. But thanks again for listening to the John and Jerry Show.
See you folks.